Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Let me discuss about the process Irish image classification based on hierarchical visual codebook. Let me see the abstract of the process. Iris is most commonly used in all biometric authentication systems since authentication using iris is more reliable because the miniature architecture of iris exhibits variations in every human. The main process in the recognition of iris image is basically extracting of features and labeling of the iris images. Iris images are acquired through cameras with suitable infrared illuminations to acquire images of the detailed, rich, intrinsic structure of the iris externally visible at the front of the eye. Digital templates encoded from the identified iris patterns by mathematical and statistical algorithms allows the identification of the individuals. Individual recognition using iris is most commonly employed in all the places. In this process, we propose a method to detect the race of the persons. Also, we detect whether the input iris is fake or original. The recognition of iris is done based on the codebook generated from the shift descriptors extracted from the iris image. Hierarchical visual codebook is used to generate the codebook from the shift descriptors. The input iris image is then identified to be fake or original, Asian or non-Asian using the support vector machine classifier. Eye pair is also identified and the individuals are also recognized as person 1, person 2, like that. Let me see the flow of the process. Initially, the iris image is taken and it is pre-processed. So for pre-processing, we are applying median filter. After that, the normalization of iris is done. In iris normalization, the iris region and the pupil region were identified and the pixel values inside them were converted from Cartesian to the polar coordinates and the results is got. So this is the iris normalization process. Then after that, we extract the shift descriptor from the normalized iris. Here the shift descriptors extract the corner points from the iris images and based on that the values were generated. So the obtained shift descriptors is then given to generate the visual codebook. So here we are using hierarchical visual codebook to generate the codebook. So this combines two codebook algorithms, vocabulary tree and locally constrained linear codebook. So this takes the advantages of these both codebooks and it generates the codebooks from the shift descriptors obtained. So it first clusters the obtained features and then it identifies the root node and then based on that it identifies the subnodes and it produces the codes for at each time and those values were saved as features. Then the same process is repeated for the iris dataset and we have obtained the features based on that. Then after that we are comparing these two features using the SVM classifier. So the SVM classifier compares these two features and if it matches means then it produces the labels for the race, the liveliness detection and iris matching. If does not matches means the next train feature is taken and the process is repeated. So finally we are obtaining the race, liveliness, that is given iris images fake or original and we are taking the iris pair from the image. Let me see the execution of the process. If you want to run the code, select the file main.m which is located in the source code folder. Right click it and click on run file in order to run the program. So when you click it, the user interface will be open. This user interface is open. Now click on iris image and select any one of the iris image which is present in the dataset. We have given it and we apply the pre-processing process. So for that it is asking the window size, so we can give any values between 2 and 4. So I am giving to the images filter and it is displayed here. After that we apply the normalization process, so the progress for displaying normalizing iris. Please wait. The iris image is normalized and it is displayed here. After that we extract the shift features. So when you click on it, this window will be open. So this gives the we can select the type of corner detector, neighborhood selection, and we can dilate or not. So we are specifying these values for the extraction of the shift features from the images. So simply you can give OK, or you can, if you want to change anything, you can change. So like that we are giving OK. So here the corners and the values were detected, and we are displaying the obtained shift descriptors in this graph. So the images were plotted, the shift features extracted for the images were plotted in this graph. Then after that, this is the obtained shift features descriptors, and this is the codebook which is generated for this obtained shift descriptor. So that totally there were 30 features. So we are displaying it in 3 rows, and after from that we are applying 10 codebook generated values. Then we are based on that we are now classifying the iris image. When we click on iris classification, this iris classification window is open. So when you click on the button classify, so the iris rays and liveliness is detected and the person is also identified. So here the person is identified as first person, and as you can see the input image given is identified as Asian, and it is identified to be fake iris, and the left and the right eyebrows were extracted. Then after that we move on to the performance measures. So when we click on performance, the performance graphs were displayed. So the performance of the process graphs were got. So first we have detected the race detection accuracy as these were 99.375 value, and similarly we have measured the liveliness detection accuracy, and we are detecting the matching accuracy. So this is the accuracy got. So based on this we have drawn a graph comparing those two accuracies, obtained sensitivities and obtained specificities. Then after that we are plotting the ROC curve describing the false positive and true positive rates for the liveliness detection, race detection, and the categorization of the iris image. Thus we have measured the performance of the process using the accuracy, sensitivity and specificity obtained, and this shows that the proposed method has better performance compared to the existing methods used. Thank you.